Hello, everyone. Ramadan Kareem. I hope you guys all have a beautiful and blessed month of Ramadan.
Hello, besties. Ramadan Mubarak. Hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing Ramadan. I can't believe it's already here. This year, Ramadan came super fast,
It
but
does,
it's
yeah, it
just
did.
so
But it's so beautiful and
exciting. It
exciting,
is
yeah.
exciting. I love the preparation, getting the food and everything ready, thinking
Yeah,
about
and
that.
iftar is so
And
early,
iftar
right?
is early this year, so that
So
is
it
the
made it,
amazing part. So,
it's an
guys,
easy
please
one.
don't be moody.
Watch
Nourish
your tongue, yes.
it.
We use this whole the whole month of Ramadan, the beautiful month, the whole, like, one of the purposes is for us to, like, cleanse ourselves, cleanse our soul, cleanse our body, and cleanse, like, our mouth, our mood. So just be
Definitely.
happy. And if you don't think you're gonna say something positive, just keep your, the less you speak, the
Yeah.
better it is.
I think
So.
you guys will do great. So let's just start our topic today.
We've been wanting to talk about this for a while because this is going around a lot. The unfortunate news of our beloved sister Nooria from Afghanistan, who has been, like, all over social media. And if you don't know her story, she's a 13-year-old girl, right? Who was forced to ask
Provide
them,
for her
yeah,
family
provide.
because there was no man that could do so.
So she presented herself as a
As
guy,
a
as a male,
man.
and was working at a restaurant for the last 3 years. So that means she was only 10.
So it's a crime. It's a crime to provide
It,
for your family now.
yeah.
Guys, we're in 2026.
And,
Like,
like,
think
I
about
don't
how
know.
much other countries have moved
And progressed.
forward and
Yeah.
progressed and done everything in a better way. But here we are going backwards, whether it's education or people or mindset. No one changing these. And let's talk about this is not even an Islamic thing, Lida. It's
It's
just so
not. Like,
unfortunate.
our prophet, peace be upon him, it was always, about, educating. And, he was directly teaching women, you
Our
know?
Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu wife was one of the business
Yeah,
women,
she was,
successful
exactly.
businesswoman. So of course she was educated. She was a working woman who
Like,
inspired a lot of
of
women.
course.
This
Like,
is like in
and
centuries years
you
ago.
know what's sad is, like, when you look around, Afghanistan is, like, the only country in the entire world, and out of all the Islamic countries, that has banned education for women. It's the only country.
Has
Can
banned
you?
education
It
for
has
women.
banned education for
That is
women.
so
Like, they're
unfortunate.
coming
Like I
and bringing,
believe that though. I
like,
believe it's
crazy
so
laws and stuff
unfortunate.
out of, like, from nowhere. This is not Islamic. This is not, like,
It
anything.
makes
So I
me
don't know why these women have to suffer by not getting educated, by not being able to work and provide. And this poor girl, like, talking just about Nuria herself, like, she had to give up her childhood.
it's
It gives me
heartbreaking, guys.
goosebumps even talking
It's
about it.
so heartbreaking that you have to, like you said, give your childhood, provide for your family, and that becomes a crime. That becomes like she's punished. All she's trying to do is feed her family. Why can we not reward her for this? Like
Why can't we
who,
applaud her?
like
Like, which 10-year-old in, like, a country like
it
we're
makes
in
me so
Canada,
angry,
right?
Lida. Like
Which 10-year-old will you be able to, like, send off to work? We can't. We treat our babies and our kids like a baby. Like,
yeah.
we make sure not, at least until they're 18, 16, even maybe 16, we will not let them work because obviously we love them, and no parents would want to see their kids survive. But this poor girl had to do it to survive, to feed her sisters, feed her mom, because they lost their father, and yet she's being
It's
punished for that.
such a
Like,
sad reality. Like sometimes you look at these kind of stories, and it's a reminder that how fortunate we are to live like the life we have. But I also it breaks my heart to see my people going through a situation like this because I don't want them to go through this. No one should go through that. And how much helpless I feel. Like sometimes I always wish like I had this power to change things, but of course we don't. And it just breaks my heart to be
it's
honest with
easier
you.
saying it, like, sitting behind the camera, living in a country like Canada with all the freedom that we have, especially as women. It's easy to say things like that. We could never feel what they go through. Yes, we're hurt for them. Yes, we feel sorry for them.
100%.
But we can never walk their shoes, and it just hurts
Oh,
me,
I
like you
can't
said, that
imagine.
we
I can't.
cannot, like, sometimes I get this guilty feeling that why was I chosen to have
Yeah,
this comfortable
I know.
life.
I get
And
that
it just makes
too.
me so sad sometimes. Like, it makes me even cry talking about it. Like, when I was watching the movie, the I can't even remember the name of the movie because I just got so
The
emotional
recent
about
movie
it.
Huck?
No, I'm talking about like about the Afghans robotic team. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so we went to theaters. I think it was last year. We went to theaters and it was about the Afghan robotics team, right? So Roya Mahbub, I think her name is. She's like
Oh, I
one of.
think you told me to watch it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
I
I
was in
remember now.
theaters and like we went like as a girls outing with my sisters and all. We were just crying throughout the whole video because it just shows the reality of those women. Of
And we feel so connected because these are our people. We
it's
feel like you said we could have
it
been that
breaks your
person.
heart because it could have been us,
Yeah,
but we got lucky, and then it makes me feel guilty that I'm so lucky I'm living this life while like my own people are struggling in such different ways.
I know. Like
It's
you said, it
so
makes you feel so guilty. But sometimes I also think you don't have to be an Afghan to feel sorry for these girls and stand for these girls in Afghanistan or other countries that are suffering. You just have to be a human. You just have to have a heart. You just have to put yourself in their shoe that no one, not even one single person on this earth want to live the way they're suffering and what they're going through. So
And it's
this
one thing, like, stopping the education and all, but like not letting women work just to just so they could have enough food on their plate. Like, it's
So what
disgusting.
do
It's
these people
ridiculous.
want? Like if they're not working, eventually they're gonna die from hunger or not getting
Yeah, from
supported.
starvation. Well, there's
So
already so many poor people there. There's already so many people that cannot, they don't have they don't have jobs, or they don't have a man in their house who can provide for them. And the girls feel useless because they can't be there. And so that's why a person like Nuria got forced to do such a thing.
exactly.
But now this is going to scare everybody else who even had the thought or even are doing that. They're now going to stop working because they'll be like, well,
I
we'll be
just
caught
can't
and we'll be
believe
punished.
how
And when we were in high school, we read the book The Breadwinner and we watched the movie
yes.
as well.
One of
And
my
you
favorite
know,
book
one of my absolute favorite book because it tells you so much about these things
and you feel
that
so
happens.
connected
Yeah.
because you hear
And now you
stories.
2026, like this was 2006 probably,
Yeah.
right? Like
At
when
that time I used to think
I think I was grade 10.
we need to
Like,
change these. We need to move
yeah,
forward.
20 years later, and we're seeing this happen again in reality. Who would have imagined, like back in the day when I read that book in 2006,
Yeah.
I would have never imagined I would hear a real life story like this. I would have, like, no. But it happens like it's happening.
It's such an unfortunate thing, but unfortunately, we don't have control over anything. Like, all I could do is post the girl on social media and talk about it on my Instagram story. But
I actually haven't even posted the girl because what if she doesn't want to even be seen? Right? Like just looking like a guy. Maybe she doesn't want to be seen.
yeah, it
It makes me
hurts.
so sad, just seeing our picture go around and just
I know, just
just so unfortunate. But so I haven't even posted her because what if she doesn't want to be seen as a guy and now her girl pictures are like going all over social media everywhere. Like what, like I get it, like we want to raise awareness and all, but it makes me feel so bad for her. I know she did an interview as well, introducing herself with her real name and all that. And she's so like brave. She's so brave.
I know at the end of the day, we're like just going through our day, and then, we eventually forget about her.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
but there's so many people like her who are suffering in Afghanistan, who are in need to provide on. And there's people that are not brave enough to do what she's doing. So she's actually suffering more because she cannot even get out like her, and she cannot become a man to provide. And
And now
there
more
they are
people.
just waiting to get supported, and there's nobody that are opening that door for them. So this movie is actually out in a cartoon version, and I watched it with my son, with Yusuf. So when we were watching it, he was asking me so many questions like, why is he going to make herself a man? Why is she, sorry, why is she like changing her name? What is happening? And then I had to explain to my 9-year-old son that this is Afghanistan, and apparently these things happen because of poverty and everything, and
Yeah.
they
It's
suffer, so they
majburi,
have to
right?
go.
They have
Yes,
to do it.
Exactly. So even watching that movie, we were like just so broken. My son was so sad and he loved the movie, but he thought, oh my God, like, does this actually happen? He was in very
Unfortunately,
shock
it does.
mode. And yeah, it does. And it's very, very heartbreaking. And all we can do again is pray for our people, pray for the whole world, not only our people,
Yeah.
for anybody that's suffering, because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all need to be treated equally, with respect, with love, and with kindness. And I don't think we get that, in especially in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan doesn't get any attention. Like, we are the first kind of people who will raise awareness for anything that's happening around the world, whether it's Iran, whether it was like Palestine, anywhere. Like, I was always raising awareness.
Yeah.
We were posting videos. We were just talking about it, like, throughout any
Because
platform.
this is
Maybe I don't have
humanity.
enough, like, I don't have like that platform that, that would get a lot of views and all. But even if it's like 1,000 views,
It
right, 1,000
counts.
people that's just looking, and out of the 1,000 maybe it affects one person, it counts. And I was always raising it, and I know you were, and like, a lot of my Afghan friends were. But like, when it comes to Afghanistan and like anything
Yeah.
going there, it's only Afghans that's posting. It's if I
Yeah.
mean, like, I mean, like, my
Yeah.
circle of friends that I have,
You
it's only
just
the
see
Afghans
their.
that are posting. None of the Persians, none of like the different ethnicities, none of like the white people. Like, nobody posts about Afghanistan when things like that
We
happen.
get forgotten a lot,
We do. It's like
unfortunately.
we don't exist. Like, we're not humans at the end of the day. Yeah, they expect us to raise awareness for everything else, but when it comes to us, like when we need that help, when we need people to talk about us, nobody talks about us. And
Nobody
it
talk.
really
Yeah.
upsets me because yes, you don't owe it to me, but at least be there, be a human being,
Yeah, you don't
Just
need to
stand for the
be.
right.
You
And
don't need to
and
be
maybe
Afghan or that
and these
nationality.
things
Yeah.
does help because the more attention they see that we have on Nuria or situations like this, the more afraid will be to like punish her like that because
Because their
they
name,
know they try to show
it's
that.
under
Oh,
their name that, they try to be like, they're trying to show they're good people. But
yeah.
no, you're not. You're not even human to do certain things that you're doing, to treat women wrong, to not let them get education. All
And like,
they're asking just for a little bit of education and just
yeah.
working. Like, who are we to stop human to work and provide for their family? And I just
It's
wish I don't
beyond me
have
to
to
even.
see all this, but unfortunately we do, and it's something that we can't control, and I wish we could, but
And sorry to make this an emotional, sad, and not like a exciting episode that you would want to hear, but we do need to
we just wanted to
focus
talk
back
about
on some of
this
these things because it deserves attention. And this
100%
was sitting like in
in
our
our
list of
chest.
and obviously in our chest and in like our list of episodes to make sure we talk about it, to make sure we raise awareness because like we said, we may not have a big platform to raise awareness to hundreds and thousands of people, but even if it's just a handful, even if it's 1,000 people that's watching this and really understanding and learning what's happening and maybe talking about it a little more, if it does help, like we're happy with that.
Yeah, even if it helps a little bit, like Lita said, it doesn't have to be something that might, change anything. Because honestly, as I'm seeing Afghanistan, I don't want to be negative, but I don't have any hopes anymore, guys. I don't have any hopes for this country that has been going through so much in the past 40 years and over. So all we want is just a little bit peace. That's all. And please, like, we just need that. It just for our peace of mind too. Like Lita said, we feel guilty for having this kind of life because they're not having it. Why are we choosing to be so much happier, and why are we chosen to be, on our power, but they're going through so much in life? So yeah, again, sorry this episode was not
A
of course
jolly, a fun,
fun
or yeah,
or
exciting
anything you
one.
guys were probably expecting, but
But let's
we
not
wanted
forget
to talk
Nuria,
about
let's not
this.
forget Afghanistan, let's not forget the
Please,
people
let's
of
post
Afghanistan, and
them.
let's not forget the woman, the most hardworking, the most hospitable, the most talented, and the smartest woman that I've come across are Afghan women. And not to say no on anyone else there, but
Absolutely.
trust me, Afghan women are hardworking. They're so
There's
resilient
so
and they're so strong.
there's
Like it,
so the givers.
they're
They're
just
like, and anything you put them on, they adjust, they give, they will turn anything
they're the
something.
most resilient. Like they go
They
through so
are.
much and they just come out strong
Oh,
and they
they're the
still have their
strongest
positive energy
woman.
and they're just happy with what they have and always grateful.
And they deserve to
So
be treated the right
this
way.
episode is dedicated to all those amazing women. Whether you're in Afghanistan, whether you're outside, you guys are the best and you guys deserve the best. So we really pray during this holy month of Ramadan that, a miracle happens and we have more peace and we have a better status for women in Afghanistan.
Definitely. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we hope to see you next week for another episode. Until then, take care. Bye.
Enjoy the month of Ramadan and enjoy your fasting. Stay positive and stay humble. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.